You is get your ass, your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be taking a look at the bold 4 set agendas in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM and how you guys can end up with the free dark matter Clyde Drexler. Now, you guys might see, well, Ty, you're already on your way. Well, here's the deal. I've been playing a little bit of Triple Threat online, thankfully, as I've already started the grind for Mr. Clyde Drexler. But some of these challenges look really, really difficult, especially this one right here. Getting 100 steals over multiple games seems absolutely crazy, absolutely ridiculous. The best piece of advice I have for this challenge right now, and I don't care, 2K, you can get mad at me all you want. Find somebody in Triple Threat online to throw lobs to you. Steal the ball. Go back and forth. Get steals. And it's going to take you a while in that one game, but you can knock these out if you do find a good opponent that does want the same thing as you and to knock these steals out. So I'm just saying, you can grind the threes, grind the multiplayer shooting guards, combo those up. And then if you do find the right opponent, get those steals and knock them out. Let's look at the rest of them, talk about how long this challenge is, or these challenges are truly going to take, and whether it's worth it for you guys or not. Let's start at the top, okay? 20 rebounds with Peja's players is fine, but it's over multiple salary cap games. Now, I don't know if you guys are with me on this. Salary cap is crazy to me, though. And again, while you're in salary cap, try to get some steals. Try to knock out some things. Get those things done. Maybe get some assists with Bucks players. But you need rebounds with Peja's players. Now, I'm just going to go through my centers and see if I've got any guys that, Pelicans rebounds that, you could definitely use. For me, though, I'd probably go into it with Zion, maybe run David West, maybe run Dyson Daniels. The problem with Dyson Daniels is he's 8,000, points. So probably run David West, and I'd probably run, Zion, like as your front court, and try to get rebounds with those guys. Maybe you can run a Herb Jones, get a few rebounds with him. But again, that's a challenge I'm really not a big fan of. That is not going to be an easy challenge to get done by any means. Biggie, thank you for the prime, Scott. I appreciate it. But that's just for me. Like, I don't want to have to go into salary cap to do that, but you have to, okay? Bucks assist, again, it could be with any Bucks player over multiple games. So, again, while you're in salary cap, maybe you use some Bucks players. Try to knock that out. Score 10 points to paint with the Mavs players in a game 10 times. That's just kind of an annoying challenge because you got to go into 10 separate games. Now, again, you can do that in Triple Threat offline or Triple Threat online, whatever you want to do, but it's got to be in separate games. So maybe you combo the Bucks assist with the points in the paint in Triple Threat offline, get that done at the same time, and make that work. But that doesn't seem like a whole lot of fun either. We're in 10 games using 3 AMI or higher Trailblazer cards. Again, that's another challenge, like Triple Threat offline or Triple Threat online. Probably Triple Threat offline, you're going to have to do. So this by itself is going to take you an hour to do. 50 points and 7 rebounds with a player, that's going to be super easy to do. Do that in a challenge game, maybe like a post-scoring challenge player, or post-scoring challenge. Make that, that shouldn't be as super difficult to do. The one challenge that I think is going to just be a really grind is this one right here. 100 steals over multiple multiplayer games. And I'm telling you right now, you've got to go into Triple Threat online and find an opponent that's going to let you do it. So for me, what is my plan of attack? Grind this, and really try to find again, I'm going to knock out some of these Bucks assists as well. But my goal right here is to try to find somebody in Triple Threat online to let me get my steals. So this is the squad I'm going to use. I'm going to use my Giannis. If you have Giannis, awesome. You could also use it Bucks players. So many different cards, like obviously Chris Middleton if you have him to get assists with him. Somebody like that. But I'm going to use Giannis, go in there with a couple of guys with shooting guard eligibility, and hope I run up against the guy that lets me get steals. Because honestly, that's a lot of steals. For anybody to get 100 steals naturally, it's ridiculous. So you got to find a guy that's willing to match up with you and grind those things out. Maybe you could find somebody in salary cap to do it as well. But I'm just saying, 100 steals is a lot of steals. Don't think and sit up here and think that's going to be easy. And even if I don't, match up with somebody right away to give you those 100 steals, eventually I'm going to find somebody that does allow me to do them. And it's just going to be a long game. Like, it's going to be a very long game that you have to play. But it's the way you have to do it, because otherwise, to get Jrue Holiday, it's just going to take you a ridiculously long time. What is the amount? What is the time span that these challenges are going to take you? A lot of people might be wondering that. It depends, because this one, I don't know. But let's do the rest. This should be relatively easy. As long as you're decent at the game, this should be easy. You might find a lot of opponents that let you shoot threes. Again, this as well as, these challenges both going to take you about 30 minutes apiece, so an hour total. Says with Bucks players, probably going to be able to get done over that. I mean, you're looking probably about 5 hours, realistically. By the time you get the steals, by the time you get the rest done. Now, if you can knock out the steals in like 30 minutes to an hour, you're probably not looking at maybe 4 hours, 3 hours. But don't think that this grind is a short grind. This grind is one that is going to take you a very long time. Is it surprising to me? No, because you get dark matter Clyde. And I know a lot of people are really mad about the steals. But the way I see it is, let's say you don't want to go into online, and let's say find an opponent to do this. If you play the game a decent amount for the next week, you should be able to rack up 100 steals. You should. Now again, that's a lot of steals. I'm not discrediting that. But if you play the game a decent amount over the next week, I feel like naturally that is going to happen. Now, it's sad that that's what you have to do. It's sad that that's, the thing you've got to focus on. But for me, I'm going into Triple Threat Online, and I'm just hoping I find somebody. I'll show you guys kind of my plan of attack. But I'm just hoping I find somebody that lets me grind those steals. Because once you get those steals done, everything else is easy. And I know some people are going to go into Triple Threat offline and get their steals that way. But I'll tell you, you find an opponent to let you get your steals, everything else is going to be icing on the cake. Now, how do you approach, letting your opponent, do that with you? Well, I mean, I'll show you guys. Hopefully he lets me get steals. Hopefully he throws a lob. I'll see. Okay, obviously he not doing what I want, but oh well. I'll try to get steals naturally. You know what? You want to play like that? I'll get my steals naturally. And guess what? My goal, threes with shooting guards. Let's make it happen, SGA. Let's make it happen. Why not? Assist right there for Giannis with Bucks players. Again, you don't want to give me my steals? I'll get them naturally. Already got a steal in this game. Assist with Giannis. But if somebody's not going to allow me to get my steals naturally, well, guess what? I'll be super aggressive and get them anyway. Like, that's my mindset. It might take me, obviously, longer. But even as I'm grinding this, that's one of my main goals in this. Just to, obviously knock out wins relatively quickly, but get my steals along the way while doing it. Glenn Green, another assist for Giannis. So, like, even in this game alone, my goal, obviously, to get steals, but then get assists with Giannis Antetokounmpo again, trying to combine things, which I do think in the long run is going to obviously help me out. So that's what I recommend for you guys as well. Be super aggressive, play lanes, try to get, extra steals if you can. Because I think, in the long run, that is going to be very beneficial and very helpful for you guys as well. So that's just kind of my plan of attack through this. Obviously, I've only got 1 steal right here. I wish I would have more, but look at Giannis' assist. He's got 3 assists. We're getting multiplayer shooting guard points. We're getting threes with shooting guards as well. So just knocking out a lot of these things at the exact same time. Another steal on the way, I'm telling you. I'm going to get my steals. Whether you guys like it or not, I'm going to just swing and swing and swing and eventually get my steals the hard way if my opponent doesn't want to bless me with it. So my first triple threat game, you guys might be like, Todd, this is going to take you forever. I'm not super worried about it because I'm going to get enough steals the hard way that all it's going to take is one guy to let me boost my, I don't even want to say boost, but let me get my steals back and forth and I will be just fine. As you guys saw right there, another steal for Giannis Antetokounmpo. One game, I've already got a couple of steals, a bunch of assists, knocking down threes. I'm making things happen in only our first game today. Obviously, I've got a long ways to go. I know I get all that, but if you can just slowly knock things out, that is going to be your best strategy. Now, again, if you don't want to go into online for your steals, you can do it in offline. It might just take you a little bit longer. For me, I already got a couple of steals along the road. And again, while I grind salary cap, while I grind the rest of those modes, I'm going to try to get those steals for Jrue Holiday. And again, if I can get the steals for Jrue Holiday, I feel like the rest of these challenges won't be super difficult. So threes, obviously, again, continue to work on that. I'm at 3 out of 100 steals, working on my multiplayer shooting guard points, getting some assists with Bucks players. Really starting to rack up these challenges in a big way. Obviously, I've got a long ways to go, but I want to see how long it truly does take me to get Clyde. Do I think it's worth your guys' time? Absolutely, I do. Again, try to find somebody that lets you get your steals. You're going to have to give them steals as well. It's going to take you a long time to do, but it will be worth it in the end. That's going to wrap it up for our video, guys. Drop a like on it. Subscribe if you're doing it. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.